EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Please welcome your 2026 Pittsburgh Steelers.
On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys victorious a week ago, trying to make it 2 in a row here. On the other side, Steeler head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the home crowd. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And there on your screen, Charles, the key inactives guys out this week.
And there's never anything good about any injury, but there's a silver lining to them, is that it creates opportunity for someone else on the depth chart. Will they take advantage of it with good play, or have they not prepared well, thinking they'll never get on the field, and they'll go out there and hurt their team?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down, Baltimore.
Inside handoff, Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry. Stiff-armed him. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Jackson going to keep it running right. The 20. The quick feed by Jackson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
It's a gain of 40. That's good.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
1st and goal, Baltimore.
Henry is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Here's Jackson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack.
But it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Off the option, here's Henry. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 57 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Running from the gun with Henry. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle 3rd of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Ravens 10.
That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
He was brought down at the
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing is Rodgers. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez Scantling. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long.
3rd down and long.
Here's Rodgers. That one behind his man, incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Fielded at the 43. The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Ravens offense and Derrick Henry set to take over once more. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he has made his presence felt to the ground game already in this first quarter. They might very well lean on him the rest of the way. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
42-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
a handoff running left, Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Now Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. Now 2nd and 5.
Complete to Pat Freiermuth. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a run with Warren. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
And the Steelers 1st down.
Now Rodgers. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. from the gun and give the game well. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Steelers at 9-7 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. It's just not a particularly confident throw there. That one, it had a lot of air under it.
And the fact that it was thrown out toward the sideline, the ball seemed to hang up there forever. That's one that you go to bed dreaming about as a defender because that's about as easy as they come.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And the Baltimore first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. And
they go play action with Jackson. He's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
Baltimore first down. It's a gain of 35. First down, Ravens.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
That's another Baltimore first down.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 73 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
At the 8-yard line.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. After the sack, they come up on 3rd and goal from the 18. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Tyler Loop now to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Aaron Rodgers in the offense heading back out, and his struggles, they're continuing. He had 3 interceptions in last week's ball game. 2 more already here before halftime as they take over with a first down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up
Here's Rodgers to throw. Got his man. It's Gainwell. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gain on the play. That's good for us Steelers. First down.
To throw is Rodgers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Mike Green just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
At the 31.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And out across midfield down to the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Jackson's going to try the sneak. But he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down. They're going for it with the option right. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And a design QB run in that spot, maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a bit. It didn't work, though.
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on 4th down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more. Saw it there. Did not work out. Turnover on downs. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
At the 41-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Rodgers going to throw. That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen. Quick slant there gets him the first down. 6 yards on the play.
That's good for us Steelers. First down.
Here's Warren. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield, and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
On the run, it's Warren. He gets away from one. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Brought down at the 26.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on third and a yard.
Steelers first down.
This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Here's second and 10. Now Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 21 yards away. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. Jackson now. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts,
It's a gain of 8.
as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's a second and 2 now from the 33. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up to the 39. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Always enjoy this time of year. Saturday.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them?
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
The Baltimore first down.
We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Steelers.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Play action. Now Jackson. Touchdown! Mark Andrews with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are able to stretch out their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
The Ravens will line up.
They'll try and run it in with Henry.
The two-point attempt is no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
At the 35-yard line.
On play action, Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They run behind center with Gainwell. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
That's another Steelers.
On play action, it's Rodgers. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Ravens' 9-yard line.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And the Steelers are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Gainwell. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
They go
6.
play action now. Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
A gain of 14. And the Raven 1st down.
Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44.
Here's Jackson to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
DeAndre Hopkins. It's a gain of 8. And it brings
Jackson will keep it. And he will have a Ravens 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st down. A gain of a yard. 1st down, Ravens.
Running left, it's Henry. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Jackson He'll try and do this himself. Past the 20. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down. A gain of 29 yards. First down, Baltimore.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Second and goal at the Steelers' 4-yard line.
Mitchell will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away.
To kick off for Baltimore.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here's Rodgers. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Now Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. To throw is Rodgers. Got his man, it's Warren. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the Ravens' 47-yard line.
On the give, it's Warren. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 68 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Throw left side on target to Thielen.
Rodgers pass.
Second down and 3.
Adam Thielen. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Open man. Once again, it's Thielen. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Mike Green, his 2nd sack of the night.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. This will be caught just inside the 10. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So now after the penalty, they'll try again here on 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. Boswell's kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Got his man on the comebacker. That's Hopkins with it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Jackson. He finds Hopkins complete. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
That's another.
From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Holding. Let's see what our referee says. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. This 2nd and 4.
It's a gain of 16. Brings up 2nd down.
Rodgers now to throw. Across the formation, he hits Austin.
Pass complete to Calvin Austin. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it at least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
So now out comes this offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once more. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Jackson now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Throwing is Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steelers offense and their running back Jalen Warren headed back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
A handoff for Warren. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Well, this defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9. Now it's Rodgers. Complete to Austin here over the come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw is Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. Here we go. This is 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now Rodgers, setting up the screen with Gainwell. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Now Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Jackson. That is caught. Bateman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They give it off here to the tight end. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
2nd and 10.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Rodgers throwing here. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
It's 3rd and 7.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Well, they had one final chance there on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles, and that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.
So for the Steelers, they do get that 10th win of the year as they finish up at 10-7 overall. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they wanted desperately to finish above 500, but that will not happen as it is an 8-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.